welcome viewers. You're watching this special presentation of Sansad TV with your host Riti Mishra. And joining us right now is member of Upper House of Parliament representing the state of Kerala, Mr. P. Sandosh Kumar. So welcome Sansad TV and thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome. Thank you.
So let's begin talking about your political life. From student activist to member of Upper House of Indian Parliament. How has been this journey?
So as far as I am concerned, I had no idea that I will reach to this stage. In a way, it is quite accidental because I was born and brought up in a remote village of Kerala, and that was a traditional communist family. And later on, I became a student activist, and without any such kind of parliamentary dreams related to parliament. But we believe in our ideology, and we stand for it. And I'm a whole timer of the party for the last 25 years. More than that in a way. I was a practicing lawyer for some years, but barring a few years, for the last 3 decades, so as to say, I was a whole timer of the party after completion of my graduation. So we tried to do maximum service to the party and through party's society. So finally Kerala party decided me to send to Rajya Sabha. So I am very happy that I could meet people from different political parties, stalwarts in Indian politics, and it's a wonderful period as far as I am concerned. So, and every day some new ideas are coming to me, new experiences, and once upon a time all these figures were, I know through media only, on reading newspapers, seeing channels, okay. Now some of them are my close friends also. That I can't say it's a miracle because life leads you to unknown destinations. And as far as I am concerned, this was an unknown, I never dreamt of this, but I reached up to this point.
So you were practicing law. How did this political plunge happen?
No, I'm actually a born communist, so I should say. So I was born and brought up in a traditional communist family. Both my grandfathers, from mother's side and father's, paternal maternal grandfathers were freedom fighters and party leaders. My father's father shot dead in Salem jail in 1950. It's known as that infamous Salem massacre. By the way, recently Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced a new memorial building for the Salem jail martyrs, and the work is going on. And out of those 22 people who shot in jail, one was my grandfather. And that I'm always proud of that legacy. And it's a thing of past, but it inspires me and many others even now. And my mother's father was another legendary Communist Party leader in my own taluk. And he was a freedom fighter and Tamrapatra awardee, the Gram Panchayat president for many years. So that way my communist background is very much strong. So there is, no wonder that I became a Communist Party member and leader later on.
So from practicing law to this world, how different are these worlds?
For me, my party is the most important thing. And through party means society, and we stand with people. Law is, you should have some profession in life, some source of earning livelihoods, and I believe in that. So I was a practicing lawyer. I can't say I was a very successful lawyer, but I was there in this field for more than 7-8 years, and I still love it. But now I can go back to that profession. I became one of the national secretaries of the CPI. So it all depends, but I like profession very much, for sure.
How did Rajya Sabha election happen? How was that day, do you remember, when you were told by your party that you would be contesting Rajya Sabha elections?
Yes, I told you I had no idea about this. On the penultimate day of, this was informed to me, and that you have to prepare some papers if it is required. To that extent only the leader told me, and my leader, he was the state secretary of my party, Comrade Kanam Rajendran. So I should not forget that name. And he took initiative. And all others were unanimous in accepting the same proposal. So that paved my way to Rajya Sabha. So it was a unanimous decision, which I am proud of. But the proposal, there should be someone to propose the thing. No? There are many capable leaders in Kerala party. Many people are there who are well educated, who can perform well. But party gave me the chance, and no one opposed that. It was 2-3 minutes business only, the decision making. So I was, and as far as our party is concerned, no other consideration. You work sincerely, you will get it. No other influences, nothing. Unlike many, Rajya Sabha, when we talk about Rajya Sabha, Rajya is a hub of many people, political, all are my respected colleagues, but they are from different spectrum, different spheres of life, different areas of life. So for me, I'm a pakka born politician, which I believe in, I'm proud of. But there are businessmen, there are, this is what is to say, a forum of many people.
Sports,
culture,
culture,
art and
literature,
everything,
yes.
literature, and for some of them are not ideologically committed also. I can't mention any name, but so they can change their position anytime. But for us, we are committed to the core, to the ideology. And whether ideology is right or wrong is a different question, but we are committed to the core. And I'm very much proud of the fact also.
So what are the issues of your state that you raise on the floor of Upper House of Indian Parliament?
Many issues we had, right? So that I'm proud of. Not only me and the entire Kerala team, so as to say. And we are from different political parties. For CPI, we are 2, and the CPM, there are 4. There are members from Congress Party, Muslim League, Kerala Congress. So the entire Kerala team is united. And I'm proud of the fact that we all were raising Kerala-related issues. In a way, a kind of competition is also happening, in the sense that that I should raise more issues. I should. This feeling is there, very much there in each and every member. To that extent, I can tell you. And Kerala is a wonderful state. There are many, sections in our country, unfortunately, trying to create a different Kerala. That, Kerala is not like this, a hub of terrorists, this is that. And many concordant stories are there in circulation. But as my state is concerned, it is one of the wonderful states on earth, because we have a peaceful coexistence of different religions. And you cannot imagine this situation in other parts of the country, many other parts, I'm sure. What's happening in rest of the world and rest of India is known to all of us. But for us, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, of course, we have a Hindu majority state. 50% of the population around us Hindus, and almost equal percentage. Little bit difference are Muslims and Christians, but there is peaceful coexistence. Church, mosque, temples, everywhere. So we love that culture, and we are a very progressive state also. Well-built schools, hospitals, but we have our own issues. Financial stringency is one of the issues, and when there are certain national issues, national parameter, that is not true to Kerala. That may be fit for Bihar or UP, but may not be fit for Kerala. So we always demand the center that there must not be any so-called stepmotherly approach. I'm sorry to use that word, but we feel that there is a kind of stepmotherly approach towards Kerala. So we fought against that. And federal principles are very much important. So it's not a union of colonies, it's a union of states with their own rights. There is concurrent list, there is state list, and there is union list. What does the state list means? State list means states have their own powers. So that must be protected. You cannot undermine the federal character of the country. So as I told you, it's not a union of colonies. So that must be protected. Sometimes governors are creating problems. So we have raised hundreds of issues. To quote latest example, Wayanad landslide happened. And we raised this issue, and it was our suggestion to declare it as a national disaster. But national disaster, technically there are issues to use that term, but an L3 level disaster, GST, and center state relationship problems are there. Moreover, we should get proper share from center, PMC, Ayushman, this Ayush program, this health mission funds. Lots of thousands of rupees, crores of rupees are pending there. So this is all we have raised.
How do you see your participation in parliamentary committee meetings?
No, that is actually people like you should evaluate it. No, for as far as I am concerned, how can I say something on that? But I never miss any committee. Very rarely. And Parliament also, I never missed it. Bearing 4 days, continuous 4 days, because after the Wayanad landslide, after raising that issue in the Rajya Sabha, within seconds I left the place because my mind did not permit me to stay here in Delhi. So the very next moment I left Delhi. I caught an evening flight and reached Wayanad, and I stayed with those people 4 days. Bearing those 4 days, which it was out of love or affection towards people, and party also told me, no, you all have to come. So we all were there from my side. Then bearing those 4 or 5 days, I'm 99% in the Rajya Sabha. So I like it very much. Day-long attendance, and one of the best unforgettable experience that one day it started 11 in the morning, next day early morning 4 o'clock. And again we attended the program, the business
next morning.
Morning. So and there were 22 people. I do remember that. Jagdeep, Dangar was that chairman, then our Mallikarjun Kharge and Amit Shah, all prominent leaders from both sides, but bearing a few of us, all had gone.
So going ahead, what are your priorities for the development of your state and particularly development of different districts?
Kerala can be compared with many of our developed nations. So we are facing certain issues as far as the quality of the higher education is still a big question. Our government is trying to make certain sincere efforts, but the quality and standard of our universities must be improved more. Of course, we are doing a lot of things and it's improving, but that we need more institutions, world-class institutions. So to rebuild Kerala's education sector, of course we have wonderful achievements, but we are not satisfied with that. So that we have to concentrate more and more. And we should not be left to the mercy of anyone. What we demand, what is the money of the government? Government money means it is the tax which we are paying in different forms. If you purchase 1 tube of toothpaste or 1 sabun, you pay tax to the government in various forms. So this is in turn we are getting. As far as our state is concerned, when 100 rupees is collected from our state, we are getting back only 30 or 35 rupees. It does not mean that we should get the entire amount, but that share should be genuine. So we should not be left to the generosity of anyone. Okay, so to uphold the dignity of the state, and we will continue our fight. And other issues are there, infrastructure development, and we need more and more facilities, and airport, we have world-class airports, but connectivity is less. So center-state relationship is important for all these things, and we will fight for that a better Kerala to make a Kerala the state of happiness. So that is the concept. We are satisfied people, but it should be a state of hub of happiness.
And how are you utilizing your MP-led funds?
Of course, completely transparent, and hundreds of local needs are there. Schools, colleges, and village roads, health centers, these, that, renovation, new buildings, these, that. So it's mainly for education, health, and other infrastructure developments. That's happening on one side.
And before we wrap up this conversation, what is your message for the people of Kerala, and what is your message particularly for other young budding politicians who probably look up to you, who get inspired by you?
Politics is in a way an art of possibility, and art of possibility, people and a section of politicians are misusing the same. It's art of possibility to do something for the society, not the art of possibility for himself. So I've seen a lot of people who are always, concerned about their growth only. That should not be the way. Grow with the society, be with the people, and that will fetch you something. And of course, believe in people, their concerns, their issues. That should be, an area of concern for you people. Politicians, and people are always our. King. We should consider them as our superior to us, and we are actually below people. We would accept that जनता है ना हमारे ऊपर है, हम उसका नीचे है, लेकिन in a way we should understand from people, we should stay with them, and then of course if you want to become something, that will not automatically happen. And there is no point in becoming, hoping that becoming MP or MLA and minister is the everything in politics. No. If you, remember some of the legendary Indian politicians, where they were on any power positions. This, when we talk about Mahatma Gandhi, don't make it a miss. Mahatma Gandhi, he was not in part of power. Many people are there who are not part of power, but people do remember them. So power is not the ultimate thing. You understand? If it comes to you, you accept it. But you should not concentrate on that. And if one relieves from Sabha, should not make you annoyed. Yes. You have to accept that this is the reality of life. Do whatever you can do to the society and carry on.
Absolutely. On that very positive note, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for sharing your perspective with us.
Thank you for inviting me for this wonderful episode. All the best.
संसद टीवी के और भी प्रोग्राम्स देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा YouTube चैनल और हाँ, इन्हें लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।